Hi friends, it's time for another episode of Tea Time Tuesday. Hit that pause button, go make yourself a cup of tea. I'll be right here when you get back. Okay, so today's question is another one that's come in via my Instagram. Thank you so much for those of you who send me questions through Instagram. I love that you do that. And this one has come in from Marie. Marie asks, how do I go about teaching history to my children without scarring them? So before I jump into this, I have a little favour to ask of each and every one of you that is here. Please be thoughtful and kind if you choose to make a comment below. And especially if you choose to interact with the comments of others. If you can listen to my heart on this one and see where I'm coming from, then I'm sure we can both come to a place of understanding. Okay, so first let me start by saying it is vitally important to me that our young generation understand history. And we all know those quotes that fly around the internet from time to time, but I think they're really valuable and they're really, really important to share. Those that don't know history are doomed to repeat it. Or, what about this one? You have to know the past to understand the present. But my question is, should we be scaring or potentially scarring our children just to achieve this? I don't believe that we should. I come from a place that children need to be growing up in a world that they love, that a world that excites them, that they find the world magical and they want to go out and explore this amazing planet that we live on, a world that they can respect and cherish, and a world that they will always want to look after and protect. And I believe that it's our job as the adults here on the planet to protect our children's innocence around that. And so therefore I've made a very conscious decision to not share the horrific parts of history with my young children. However, we are a very open family. We do not have taboo topics here in our household. If someone asks a question, then their question will be answered. But it will be answered in an age and maturity appropriate way. And now that my kids are teens, nothing is kept from them at all. Because now that they're older, they have the maturity level to go along with that. And they can understand that bad things can happen in the world, but it doesn't mean that the world is bad. So I feel that I need to address something here. And it's something I see raised often in online chat forums. And please note when I say this, it's something that I've grappled a lot with. And so I do say this with the utmost respect to anyone that has been or has had family members go through and experience any type of atrocity in their world. And that statement that I often see goes something a little bit like this: my child had to experience this for real, so why can't your child at least experience part of it? Or children from history have had to experience these atrocities, so why should your child experience part of it as well? And whilst I don't disagree at all, it is not lost on me that I have lived a life of privilege. Even growing up in a lower middle class society, my life, compared to many lives of others in the world, was and still is a life of privilege. And I absolutely acknowledge that. But what I struggle to understand of how a mother of a child that has been through horrible atrocity or systemic racism or segregation for any number of issues would willingly want another child to feel that pain. And of course, I'm not saying that the pain one feels by reading about, watching something or hearing about someone's pain in any way, shape or form comes close to experiencing that pain for real. That is not what I'm saying, and I do have to acknowledge that. But for many children, reading, seeing, hearing about that is enough to scare them and scar them and make them fearful of this world. Is this something that we really want for all children? Is it? I think this is akin to saying something like, I'm homeless, so I believe all of you need to be homeless as well, just so that you know what I experience. Or that a person with disability may wish that everyone goes through this so that they understand fully the nature of what it is like. And I guess I could go on and on here with various examples, but I think you get the picture. As a mother, The one thing that I want the most is for every child on this planet to grow up in an environment that is safe, peaceful, kind and loving. And whilst it's difficult to grasp the fact that that hasn't happened in history and today is still not happening here in 2021, that there are families across the world that are experiencing all manner of horrible, horrible things. Do we really want to inflict this type of emotional pain on all children?